Over 580,000 Americans are experiencing homelessness. There are currently 28 vacant homes for every one person experiencing homelessness in the U.S. For many Americans, finding affordable housing continues to be a challenge, whether you're renting or buying. In today's real estate market, many overpriced homes sit vacant while populations experiencing homelessness continue to grow. In this study, we took a closer look at data from the U.S. Census and the Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD, to compare the number of people experiencing homelessness to the number of vacant housing units in 100 major cities across the country. While cities like New York City, Los Angeles and Seattle have some of the largest unhoused populations in the country, Detroit has the most vacant homes per unhoused person, 116 empty homes per unhoused person. Continue watching to learn more about which cities have the highest risk of homelessness in America. Analyzing the number of vacant homes per unhoused person by city. 16 million homes currently sit vacant across the U.S. in every state across the country. Many homes remain empty while hundreds of thousands of Americans face homelessness. Vacant homes and buildings often succumb to the elements and deteriorate due to leaks, damage and general lack of maintenance before ever finding a buyer willing to pay their inflated prices. An abundance of vacant homes on the market are also attributed to rising rent and home prices. As Detroit has the most vacant homes per unhoused person, 116 empty homes per unhoused person. This is a sobering insight given there are 4 to 5 vacant homes per unhoused person in cities like Oakland, California and Portland, Oregon. This disparity is not unique to Detroit, as many cities across the U.S. have a significant number of vacant homes while also struggling with homelessness. Just a few hours from the Big Apple, Syracuse, New York has the second most vacant homes per unhoused person, 110 vacant properties per unhoused person. In the Syracuse metro area, over 68,000 homes are either uninhabited or on the market, but not yet sold or rented, according to the U.S. Census. While cities like Syracuse and Detroit have a staggering number of vacant housing units per unhoused person, the largest populations experiencing homelessness are in the American West. Both Los Angeles and San Jose, California, have 2 of the largest populations experiencing homelessness in the country, including many unhoused people between the ages of 18 and 24. What's more, apart from New York City, Los Angeles has more families experiencing homelessness than any other city in the U.S. In the Midwest, there are over 50 vacant houses per unhoused person in Chicago, Illinois. Chicago has a total of 307,284 vacant homes, an increase of nearly 22,500 homes since the 2010 census was conducted. Nearly 10% of roughly 3 million homes in Chicago remain vacant as the unhoused population continues to grow. Cities with the most unhoused young adults. Hover over each plot point to find the number of unhoused youth, 18 to 24 years old and under 18, in each city. Every year, a significant number of young people in the United States experience some form of homelessness, although there are more than enough vacant homes to resolve the issue. According to the National Network for Youth, this problem disproportionately affects young people of color, with Black youth facing an 83% increased risk and Latino youth facing a 33% increased risk of homelessness compared to their white counterparts. San Jose, California has the highest population of unhoused Gen Z youth, aged 18 to 24, in the country, with nearly 85 unhoused Gen Zers for every 100,000 residents. San Jose has nearly 50 more persons experiencing homelessness aged 18 to 24 than the second highest city on the list, New York City, highlighting the need for more effective solutions to address youth homelessness in this area, particularly for young people of color. New York, Los Angeles, Honolulu and Seattle round out the top 5 cities for unhoused Gen Zers per 100,000 residents. The state of homelessness in the U.S. To round out our study, we took a deep dive into the current state of homelessness in the U.S. using HUD data. Here's what we found. Over 580,000 people currently experience homelessness in the U.S. and the unhoused population grew by nearly 5% between 2018 and 2020. The 3 U.S. cities with the largest unhoused populations include New York City, 78,000, Los Angeles, 64,000, and Seattle, 12,000. The populations at greatest risk of homelessness are Pacific Islander and Black communities. The white population is the largest in the U.S. with the largest unhoused population, 280,612 homeless. But when we position each race's population experiencing homelessness against their overall population, we can see that the Pacific Islander and Black communities are the racial groups hit hardest by homelessness. Closing thoughts. While the causes of homelessness in vacant homes are complex, it's clear that addressing these issues will require a comprehensive and compassionate approach. Possible solutions to fight the disparity between the two include increasing funding for affordable housing and homeless services, implementing policies that address discrimination and systemic barriers, and finding innovative solutions to repurpose vacant homes to provide housing for those in need. United Way NCA's Alice Lives Here initiative addresses the issues of inequity related to housing in addition to employment, education, health, food access and financial stability in the national capital area. The program aims to raise awareness about the everyday struggles faced by households above the federal poverty line who still cannot afford necessities such as housing, food, healthcare and childcare. The goal of the initiative is to make the national capital area a better place to live for all residents by addressing these issues and working toward a more equitable community. After the mass shooting in downtown Sacramento, a man says his daughter is alive today because a homeless man shielded her from the gunfire. Tom Orozco was picking up his daughter and her 3 friends downtown just after when he heard the gunfire and chaos. "I was on the phone with them," he said. "I heard the shots out the window and the shots on my phone. Then, the phone died. Immediately, I said, I got to find them, Orozco said. He searched frantically as the horrific scene unfolded. What he didn't know was that all 4 young women, whose identities he is protecting, were huddled and pulled into a tight alcove by a homeless man named Tim. They ran down here and Tim was sleeping there, Orozco said. My daughter had fallen and Tim helped her up, and, he said, come in here, and brought them where it was safe. He literally stood up to protect them from anybody that came." Orozco snapped a photo when the family came back days later to thank Tim. "He was willing to put himself in the line of fire, no doubt," Orozco said. "Now, the family is trying to track him down again, offering a hand up for his heroic act. It's a reminder that there's good people out here," Orozco said, and he's one of those good people. 2. A woman survived being held hostage from a crazed gunman after the attacker was tackled by a 61-year homeless man, who was shot in the ensuing struggle, losing his life for his act of bravery.